Okay, Wildcats. Today we're at drum page 32, solving linear systems by elimination. Steps to solve linear systems by elimination. Step 1, add or subtract the equations to eliminate one variable and then solve for the other variable. Step 2, substitute the value into either original equation to find the value of the eliminated variable. Step 3, write the solution as an ordered pair. All right, let's take a look at the first example. All right, solving system of linear equations by adding or subtracting. So here we have a positive 4 and we have a negative. Okay, a positive and negative eliminate, but we need these to be the same number. So we're going to multiply the second equation by 4. Okay, so we're going to rewrite the first equation. So 3x plus 4y equals 15. Now we're multiplying the entire equation by 4 because of the equal sign. We have to do what we do to one thing, we have to do to everything. Okay, so 4 times 3x is 12x. 4 times negative y is minus 4y equals 4 times 30 is 120. Okay. So now 3x and 12x is 15x. 4y and 4y becomes 0, so you get equals 15 and 120 is 135. Divide both sides by 15. 15 divided by 15 is 1. X equals 9. Okay, now we're going to substitute that number into one of the original equations, and I'm looking for one. The y is by itself here. It might be easier, but because of the negative, I'm probably going to go with the first equation. So that's 3 times 9 plus 4y equals 15. So 9 times 3 is 27 plus 4y equals 15. Subtract 27 from both sides. Get 0. 4y equals negative 12. Divide both sides by 4. Y equals negative 3. So your solution is 9 comma negative 3. All right, want to finish up the first example? All right, let's take a look at this next example. All right. Now, in this case, we have a positive y and a negative y, and those will eliminate. Okay. So we can start right here. Okay. Negative 8x and 9x is 1x. Y and negative y become 0 equals 3 minus 2 is 1. So x equals 1. Now we just need to plug in this equation to either equation. I'm going to plug into the first equation because y is by itself. So we have negative 8 times positive 1 plus y equals 3. So then that's negative 8. So all we have to do is add 8 to both sides. That becomes 0. You get y equals 11. So your solution is 1 comma 11. All right, go and finish up that example, and let's take a look at the next example. All right, solve the system of linear equations by adding or subtracting. Okay, so here we have y's are the same, but we need one to be positive, one to be negative. So we're going to multiply the second equation by negative 1. So we're going to leave the first equation alone, 7x plus y equals negative 6. Now multiply everything by negative 1, so it becomes positive 5x minus y equals negative 6. All right, well, y minus y is 0. 7x and 5x is 12x equals negative 6 and negative 6 is negative 12. Divide both sides by 12. X equals negative 1. Now I'm going to plug in -1 to either of the equations to solve for y. I'm going to plug in to the first one because there's no negatives that for the x, so that might make it easier. So that's 7 times -1 plus y equals -6. Well, that's -7 plus y equals -6. We're going to add 7 to both sides. It becomes 0. You get y equals 1. So your solution is -1, comma 1. All right, go ahead and finish up that example. All right, let's take a look at the next example. All right, so here, let's go ahead and rewrite this. So that's 3 divided by 5x minus 6 divided by 7y equals -40 divided by 3. Okay, and then we have -3/5 x plus 6/7 y equals, now we need to convert 13 1/3 into a whole number. So that's 13 plus 1/3. Now, in order to add these, we need to have the same denominator. So we need to multiply this by 3 divided by 3. So this can be written as 3 times 13 is 39 divided by 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1/3, which equals 39 plus 1 is 40 divided by 3. So this is 40 divided by 3. Well, this and this combined to be 0. This and this combined to be 0. So we have 0 equals this and this combined to be 0. So we can say the resulting equation is true. So the system has infinite many solutions. All right, let's move on to the next example. All right. Now here, we need to multiply the second equation by -1 so we can eliminate the x and y. So we're going to not do anything to the first equation, -12x plus 8y equals -4. Now, -1 times -12 is positive 12x minus 8y equals positive 1. Well, this becomes 0, this becomes 0, so you get 0 equals -4 and 1 is -3, which will never be true. So the resulting equation is false, so the system has no solutions. All right, go ahead and finish up the example. All right. The sum of two numbers is 67, and the difference of the numbers is 39. The system of linear equations shown below represents the situation where x is the greater of the numbers. So let's underline that. X is the greater of the numbers, and y is the smaller number. So solve the system equation. Okay, so it looks like right off the bat, we can eliminate the y's. So 1x and 1x is 2x. Y minus y is 0 equals 67 plus 39 is 106. Okay, so we're going to divide both sides by 2. So x equals 53. Okay, now we're going to plug that into either equation to solve for y. I'm going to plug into the first one because the y is positive, so that's 53 plus y equals 67. We're going to subtract 53 from both sides. That becomes 0. You get y equals 14. So the larger number is 53 and the smaller number is 14. All right, go and finish up that example. All right, last example. A rectangular garden has a perimeter of 140 feet. The length of the garden is 28 feet, greater than twice the width. The system of linear equations shown below represents a situation where L is length and W is width. Find the length and width of the garden. Now, we can start right here because the 2W and the negative 2W will cancel. So 2L and 1L is 3L. This becomes 0 equals 168. Divide both sides by 3. Becomes 1. So L equals 56. Now we're going to plug in this number and solve for W. And since the first equation is positive, I'm going to use that one. So that's 2 times 56 plus 2W equals 140. So 2 times 56 is 112. We're then going to subtract 112 from both sides. That becomes 0. You get 2W equals 28. Divide both sides by 2. W equals 14. Okay, so the length of the garden is 56 feet and the width is 14 feet. All right, go and finish up the example. Start working on your assignment and have a wonderful Wildcat day.